was like, do you have an alternate personality? Was something telling you that you had to do this? He said, yes, there's something in his head. He said, I thought I was supposed to do it. I was like, well, what do you mean by that?
This is Chrissy Adkins, mother of Mark Wilson. 2 days earlier, the bodies of 2 teenage brothers were found in her son's home. And while Mark spends 6 hours blaming his girlfriend,
literally his words were, she didn't do her part.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
No, not even a little bit.
Chrissy will unravel it all with a story backed up by hard data, revealing the monster her son really is.
You don't think we can't spy on people? Just because you turn the pictures over doesn't make it go away. I want you to look at this.
I see it. I don't want to see it. It's f***ing disgusting, man.
On the morning of August 26, 2020, deputies were dispatched to Shiloh Road in Melrose, Florida. Inside, they found the bodies of 2 teenage brothers. Over the next 24 hours, investigators would question 3 people who knew the truth: Mark Wilson, his girlfriend Cindy, and his mother, Chrissy. One of them would help set a trap no one saw coming.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get from you firsthand, like, what do you know of what transpired on Shiloh Road?
Well, obviously there was a murder. My 2 nephews are dead.
Yeah. So, I mean, you and Cindy and Sarah and the people that like live in the house are our source of information. So, I mean, that's who we're going to be able to get information and all that for. So, I mean, we're trying to find out what happened to your nephews, right? So, that's why we're talking to you and why we're trying to figure this stuff out. And I mean, there's no trickery here. We haven't tried to trick you or Cindy or Sarah or anyone else. We're just, our job is fact gatherers, you know.
Yeah.
So I just want to firsthand from you, and tell me what you know.
Well, we left at about 6:30 in the morning to go get coffee. Because Sarah always had coffee. She gets up with no coffee. So we left. Me and Cindy did. And my we left. Went to the corner store right there in Melrose. Got coffee. I bought some donuts and I think it was a donut and a Swiss roll or something. I can't exactly remember. But I bought some donuts and she went back to the house. And then she had a doctor's appointment to go to because she's pregnant.
Okay.
So we get ready to leave out about 9 o'clock. We leave out, go to the doctor's appointment, and all of a sudden we get a phone call on the way back from the doctor's appointment saying that my nephew's been murdered. You know, they're dead.
Mark and his girlfriend, Cindy, were living in a shed on her sister Sarah's property. They moved in just 5 days earlier, with nowhere else to go. Sarah lived in the main house with her husband, Chad, their 2 sons, Robert and Tayton, and her 4-year-old. The shed had no bathroom, so Mark came and went from the house freely, including on the morning of August 26th.
So, specifically more kind of what we want to talk to you about is, I guess, your sister or some family member. Mm-hmm. I don't know if and I don't even know where this came from, but one of your family members, a sister or a cousin or somebody, called one of Sarah's family members and said you were talking about having something to do with this. Like,
Fuck no. That's crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy, man.
Okay.
Those people are they're like family to me.
Yeah, I mean, I know that.
And that's like...
So, is there... That's what we're trying to figure out. It's like, what is this conversation? What is this information that they're telling us?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where you heard that from. That's crazy.
You don't know why anybody would have told Sarah's family that you were talking about this?
I'd like to know who said that, though. I would like to know that.
Okay.
Because it's up.
Yeah. Well, and I think, I don't know if some of this is coming from Cindy or what, because we've got We've got a couple of detectives that have been talking to Cindy.
Right.
Okay. And some of the stuff that she's saying, like, what have you told Cindy about this?
What do you mean?
About what happened with the boys, or have you been inside the house? Like, did you see them dead or anything?
No, I didn't see any of that. I don't want to see it.
Okay.
I don't want to see that. You know what I mean?
Were they dead?
Kids,
were they dead when you and Cindy left the house?
When we left, no.
So
No.
they were still alive?
As far as I know. I know when we left, actually I didn't go in the house, but I know Cindy went back in there. And I don't know what for, but she said, after all that was, she said that Dayton was right there asleep on the couch still. On the,
Dayton's the older one?
Yeah, he's the older one.
Okay, the 14.
On the recliner.
Okay, so Cindy said that Dayton was sleeping on the recliner.
Yeah.
And what time was that?
That was when we left second time. We went to the store when I took her to the doctor.
Okay, which was roughly
9 o'clock.
Mark had just placed Cindy inside the house, alone, in the final minutes before the murders. It wouldn't be the last time he pointed to her. Before this was over, Mark would claim Cindy had a job to do that morning. Investigators were about to find out what she had to say for herself, and her timeline is a bit different than Mark's. Before we keep going, it's my dream to hit 100,000 subscribers in July. So if you're enjoying this so far, hitting subscribe genuinely helps me more than you'd think.
you want to get kind of what you know of what happened today.
I got a phone call of,
Okay.
I didn't even know anything happened. So I was asked if I had seen my nephews this morning or anything. And my oldest nephew, he was sleeping in the recliner.
Which is?
Tayton.
Tayton?
Yes.
Okay.
Tayton.
How old is Tayton?
I think he just turned 14.
Okay.
Pretty sure. He just said, I really, really want to talk to these kids. Anyway, he was sleeping in the recliner. And they're up all hours of the night on their phones and all that stuff. So, and anyways, I seen him in the recliner, and that was at 6:30. And I had to be at the doctor between 8 and 11 to do the pregnancy test.
Okay.
Because it's not like you don't do it by appointment. It's just that's for the nurse. Yeah, because the nurse can just test you. So I went and got my sister coffee. She's like a huge coffee drinker, and I didn't get it last night.
And when you say sister,
Sarah.
You mean Sarah? Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah was the first person to discover the horrifying scene, and investigators would hear firsthand from her just how shocking it was.
It was everywhere. It was bad. And then I walked around the pool table. It was just like, so then I started freaking out. I unlocked the pool room door, because that's how I remembered it was locked. I ran over to the Cindy's door because it's not even that far, and I started kicking it because it was locked and she wasn't answering. So then I ran back inside, and
To your house?
Yes, because it's right across.
Right.
It's like a little path.
Uh-huh.
So I ran back over into, went up the little stairs to where Robert was, and I ripped, because the blanket was on his head, and that's how he always sleeps. So I ripped the blanket up. And all I could see was, yeah. And my little said, "Mommy, my brothers are dead." So I crammed him out the front door, which the front door was not shut. The screen door was shut. The main front door that I always have locked and chained, because I put a chain on it so the he didn't get out. That was not shut, just the screen was. So I threw him outside, told him to get in the car, and I ran back in trying to get the key. And I couldn't find the key, so I found my husband's key. And I was hanging up, and I didn't even look back towards the boys. I went straight into the other car and drove all the way to my dad's house because I didn't know where the phone was.
At the scene, investigators recovered the murder weapons, a hammer and a fillet knife. both later confirmed to match the wounds on Robert and Tayton. Detectives also found the clothes Mark had worn that morning, along with a bloody handprint near Tayton's body. Back in Cindy's interrogation, detectives would press her about Mark's role that day. What she didn't know was that Mark had already started talking, and some of what he'd said pointed directly at her.
So, why is everybody suspicious of Mark?
I didn't know anybody was.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, everybody's suspicious of Mark. And then all we want to do is be able to get, like I explained to you.
If it was, I would not be trying to defend him or my nephews in any type of way, just so you know that.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
and I know
dude,
that.
I
know that.
find
I know
it
he's
physically
also
impossible and out of his character, and that he would have no motive, no reason. That's not even him. I don't even.
Well, that's
like
anybody can have.
Though.
Anybody can have motive or reason spontaneously. I mean, that could be as simple as an argument.
And a lot of, but you're it's physically impossible.
How's it
When we
physically?
left the freaking house, I know I came out the front door. My bedroom door, I can't lock it. Sarah's got a set of keys that she still has not found. And I've never locked that door. Ever. I don't.
The front door?
No, the bedroom door. She said that was locked, the pool room door was locked, and the front door was open with the screen.
Okay.
That's all out of place.
Whoever
So
did
none of
this.
it makes any sense at all. The pool door being locked, my bedroom door being locked, and the screen door when we left to go to my appointment, I came out the front door. I know, I shut the front door.
Okay.
So
Well, these kind of cases are crimes of passion, right? It's very seldom a random
Crimes
person
of passion?
that, like, as far as, not necessarily a crime of passion, but a crime this brutal is normally somebody that knows what's going on, all right? Knows the family, there's some kind of personal relationship, okay?
But why to take it out on two kids, though?
Exactly. So, is there something did Mark get into it with these kids?
No, them kids love Mark. Mark loved the kids. He always went fishing with them. The whole family can vouch for it.
Back in Mark's room, detectives confront him about a letter he wrote, one that looks suspiciously like a note someone would write before doing something horrible, like a window into the mind of someone unhinged.
What is this right here? Explain to me what this is. Like, what's the purpose of this letter? Who wrote this letter? Why was it wrote? When was it wrote?
I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty apparent. Like, what it is. I'm trying to get the understanding of like, why did you write this? Like, what?
Why did I write it?
Yeah.
Because I love her.
I mean, it just seems a little bit like what do you mean by?
Oh, is that if we would ever split up? That would. Because she knows that if we ever split up, I would never try to take my daughter from her.
Okay,
Ever.
so she is really our greatest achievement. Please promise me that she will always know how her dad is a soldier, and that he loved you both from day one, and will always love you until the end.
Till the end of time. It says till the end of time.
Okay. So when did you write this?
It says till the end of time.
Okay.
When did I write this?
Yeah.
On that date.
Okay. So yesterday.
Yes.
Okay. The date says 8/26/20. So you wrote it yesterday. So what's the purpose?
What's the purpose of this? Because I felt like I've been feeling like she was gonna leave, like for sure. You know what I mean? Leaving for somebody else. Which
The note read, "Honey, if I could find words for what you do to make me completely whole, I would. I get so frustrated, baby, because most of the time I come off as angry or confrontational. But you have to understand that you and our daughter by my side, I am way more than ordinary. I can't even try to imagine life without you and her. I can't lose you two. Our daughter is so extraordinary. She really is our greatest achievement. please promise me that she will always know that her dada is a soldier and that he loved you from day one and will always love you both until the end of time. It's a concerning note in many ways, mainly because it reads like a last will and testament written by someone who knows his life is about to end.
So we've had her up here, right? So I've had a couple of other detectives that have been talking with her as well. And I've got a couple of bits of information from that. And one of the things that I find very interesting is it's been spoken about a plan that she was supposed to do something and you were supposed to do something. What is she talking about a plan? What is Cindy talking about a plan?
I don't know. She never talked to me about it. She never talked to me about anything like that.
Okay. More specifically, a plan that for her to kill Sarah and right, that was a 4-year-old, and you're going to kill the other 2 boys.
No.
No. None of that sounds familiar.
No.
But why is she telling us this?
I don't know. That's not right, though.
No.
No.
Okay. So there's never been a conversation of any kind of plan between you and Sarah, or not you and Sarah, but you and Cindy, with animosity towards Sarah and her kids.
No.
The detectives aren't being entirely truthful here, because just a few hours earlier, they brought the same thing up with Cindy, who was being interrogated in an adjacent room, hoping they can get one of them to talk. Because they wanted to know, did Cindy also play a role in this gruesome crime?
No, there was more roles that were played in this.
More roles? What do you mean?
Was there more people supposed to be hurt?
I have no idea. Why would you ask me a question like that?
That's a good answer. Because Mark told us there was more. It's a good question. Mark told us there's more to it.
He was gonna kill me? Was he gonna kill me and my
No. He said you were supposed to kill some people and then you didn't. You were supposed to kill Sarah and her. His words were, she didn't do her part.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
No, not even a little bit. He said he did his part and he killed those 2 boys, Caden and Robert, and you didn't do your part. That's what he told us.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm not kidding you one bit.
Back in Mark's room, detectives are about to show him something he would never in 1,000 years have guessed existed.
Because this is your chance to talk to us, okay? And this is going to be your chance to be honest, because she's over there talking, okay? Mm-hmm. She's over there talking all kinds of shit. And there's got to be some kind of reason that some of this has happened, or or are you getting caught up with, and if you're caught up in something, now's the time to talk, okay, and to let us know, because we're trying to understand the why in this. We know what happened, and we're trying to understand why, okay?
Yeah.
So talk to me, Jerry. Tell me what's happening here. All right.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we're fixing to go over this scene, okay? So this is where.
Oh my God.
Which
oh
one
my
is
God.
Which one is this?
Oh my God.
Which one's which?
Tate and Robert.
Which one's Tate and which one's Robert?
It's Tate and it's Robert.
Okay. Now's the time to talk. She's painting you to be a monster. Okay? Look at me. Now's the time to talk. Okay? Their bodies have already been processed. Okay? We've got fingernail scrapings, everything else. You think your DNA is not going to come back under their fingernails?
Hmm?
Do you believe your DNA?
I know my DNA didn't come back. I didn't do it.
We found the knife and the hammer. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Okay? We've got it all. Okay? So now is your one chance to talk and to be honest with me.
I didn't kill them boys. I did not kill them two boys, man.
I want you to look at this.
I see it. I don't want to see it. It's fucking disgusting, man.
It absolutely is. But is this something that somebody's emotionally charged you up with, whether it be Cindy or these boys? Is there something's been done to you, okay? Or you've been put in a situation, or you've been alienated that's caused you to do this? Is it the drugs?
No, I didn't do it. I did not kill them boys, man.
Okay, well, that's not what Cindy's telling us. Okay, that's
well,
not.
I don't care if she's telling you. I'm telling you, I did not kill them two boys, man.
Brother, listen. Take this opportunity. Please do it.
I don't even want to see that.
We know you don't want to see it. You need to take this opportunity, huh?
This very point.
This is.
I'm gonna play you something. Okay.
While Mark sat across from detectives, insisting he had nothing to hide, his mother, Chrissy Adkins, had already been in that same room earlier that same day, and she told them something no mother would ever want to tell anyone about her own son.
And you're Mark's mom, right?
Mom.
Okay. Are you his sister? Okay. If you don't want to talk, that's perfectly fine, but I'll ask you questions if you don't want to talk to. Okay. So where were you all at when you had the conversation this morning?
In the back room of my house.
How did everything start this morning? I'm assuming he spent the night at your house.
Yeah,
He did?
him and
Okay.
Cindy came there because I had Caitlin.
Caitlin's their daughter, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
In which I had her for a few weeks. She had just been back over there with them for a couple of days. Cindy had told me last night that Mark didn't want to cooperate, and I got a little concerned by that. I mean, I know that he's had some extended history with law enforcement, so I figured, well, maybe he was just feeling like, anxiety from that. And so when I went in there this morning, I was like, hey, Mark, you really need to cooperate with these people. I said, if anything, go ahead and just take a lie detector test and just get it out of the way. If you do nothing wrong, you ain't got nothing to worry about. And he says, I don't think I should take the lie detector test, Mom. And I was like, why not? And then he just hem-hawed around a little bit, probably about 5-10 minutes, and then I just didn't let it go.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I came back again and asked him again.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember the exact words to me. I know I just kept on him and kept saying, did you hurt those boys? If you didn't hurt those boys, you have nothing to worry about. And then he just looked at me and he said, I lost it. And I was like, what do you mean by that? Like, did you hurt them? And he said, yes. And he did. That's what I just knew inside. He said I needed to leave here. I said, no, you don't. And Cindy was in the bathroom, and I was like, well, you need to come and talk with me. need to tell me what happened. If I lost it, I kind of felt like maybe he was talking about that he had done it, but I wasn't quite sure because they said there was a party the day before at the grandma's house, a pool party. And there was an incident there with a neighbor or someone across the street or something. So I don't know if he was referencing that at first. And then he's like, he'll talk to me. We went out to go do the dogs. Her and I did. I have dogs in a kennel out back. And he's like, I'll talk to you out there. I said, well, you need to come out here and talk to me. So we walked out by the dogs. That's when he told me he hurt them.
Can you remember his exact words when he was telling you that?
He said,
It's okay. Take your time.
he said, I thought I was supposed to do it. I was like, well, what do you mean by that? He said, I just thought I was supposed to do it, Mom. He said, I thought I was supposed to do the whole family. And I was like, do you have an alternate personality? Was something telling you that you had to do this?
Did he respond to you?
He said, yes, there's something in his head.
Chrissy said Mark told her something was in his head that morning, guiding him. That same night, he'd written Cindy the letter, asking her to promise that their daughter would always know he loved her until the end of time. It was less a love letter and more of a goodbye, written hours before he ended 2 lives.
How did his overall demeanor change at all throughout from the first when you started talking to him to that point? Did it seem like he had no emotion, or happy, or mad, or scared?
When I grabbed him, because when it was going on, I grabbed him by the face and I said, look at me. Did you hurt them boys? His eyes started to tear up and he just said, yes. Yes, I did. So, that was the only emotion I seen from him.
Okay.
And just confused. He looked confused and scared.
Has he had any incidents like this before, like any situations growing up?
Not like this, but in the last couple of months, he'll say things that don't seem right. Mm-hmm. And he called my brother, and he told my brother on a voicemail, he says, John, just because I call you doesn't mean I need something. I could just see a color or hear a sound and just need to call you. And to me, that seemed real odd. Mm-hmm. Me and my brother were talking about it. I was like, that doesn't seem right. It seems like he's not right in his mind. You know what I mean? Like he's talking off of it. Yeah, not normal for him. Mm-hmm. And this was about a month ago.
Okay.
And him and her were living in that house on the lake.
Out in Hawthorne? Okay.
And then it seemed like he would talk in riddles sometimes. To the point where she was like, saying, talks like Dr. Seuss, know? Just like in riddles. It's not normal for Mark.
Right.
When he does that, does he start the whole conversation that way, or does he just kind of fall off into that?
Kind of starts the whole conversation that way when he's like in that mind frame. But then there's other times you'll see him and he'll seem like Mark, where he's Mark. And when he's not Mark, that's kind of scary. Mm-hmm.
Chrissy kept talking about the drugs and family problems and warnings nobody caught in time. And pretty soon, she'd come back to Cindy and her role in the tragedy.
When did he get to your residence?
Last night about 11:30, I'd say.
Okay.
And then Cindy pulled up about 11:30.
Has he been there ever since?
Absolutely.
How was
I
he
just told him I was going to the store.
How was he acting when he first got there?
Somber.
Mm-hmm.
Quiet.
He's not a man of many words, or he wasn't yesterday.
No.
He was kept himself. Did you hear him and Cindy having any conversation? How did they act with each other?
They acted okay. They acted normally, like they would.
Nothing out of the norm.
He did tell me she knew.
He said she did know.
I don't know if he was just coming upon that on his own guesstimation.
Yeah.
Because I told her before I left the house, I was like, I'm going to go do what I have to do because I know what I have to do. So I'm leaving and I will be back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
When did he tell you that she knew?
This morning.
This morning, so it was the same time when you had the whole conversation?
When we were by the dog kennel. Because I was about passed out. Hyperventilated.
Of course, that's not any conversation you ever expected to have. Did he elaborate any more as to how he knew Cindy knew, or so he basically said he hurt the kids? You asked him to confirm, and he said yes.
Chrissy mentioned something else. Tension with Cindy's father, Andy. Jealousy towards Sarah's oldest son, Colby, too. Small things, maybe. Or maybe not. Detectives were starting to piece together a window into why Mark may have committed this horrific crime. And family friction, it seemed, ran deeper than anyone outside the house ever realized.
So I apologize if I ask questions that he's already asked before I got here. Past issues with Mark and the family, you know, is he detached from the family? Like, what's the history
With our family or with their family?
Either family.
When he's doing wrong, I know he don't come around me.
Okay.
Because I call him out on all this bullshit.
Right.
Every bit of it.
As any mom would.
So, and as far as with them, I know he had some real issues with the father. And he felt like Andy was trying to...
Cindy's dad. Okay.
That Andy was trying to get him for some reason. He was convinced that Andy was out to get him. Andy had all these ties with dealers or whatever, and he felt like this man was out to get him.
Did Mark ever talk specifically about the kids, or like what it was like living there with the kids, the boys?
I didn't like the way he spoke about Colby.
Okay.
I just kind of felt like Colby challenged him.
Do you remember, as far as him talking about Colby challenging him, do you remember him saying any specific incidents or how he reacted to Colby whenever he felt challenged by him?
I was very upset by it because I told him, I was like, he felt like it had something to do with Cindy. Just odd shit that he shouldn't have been saying didn't seem normal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is a kid. This is part of her family.
Right.
And I'm like, you need to stop that. You know what I mean? Like, you need to quit.
No, that makes any sense whatsoever.
Exactly. That's how we handled that situation with him. We're like, you're making no sense.
So what was
Seriously.
Mark? So Mark was telling you guys things that Colby was saying to him, and you were saying to Mark that it's not making sense. What were those things?
He was just saying, like, he would place himself in their path, you know what I mean? And, like, Colby was asked not to use one of the bathrooms in their other house because that was the bathroom that they used or something, and he would go in there and find pubic hairs and stuff in the bathtub, and, you know, it seemed like jealous mind things that a normal person wouldn't be thinking.
That Mark had become jealous. Okay. Would that be a typical behavior for Mark to, like, feel jealous of, or? Okay.
Not of Colby. It's a kid. You're 30 years old.
Right.
That's her family.
With Chrissy being so forthcoming, detectives decide to make a big ask and have her do something to completely expose her son once and for all.
So, you provided us with a whole lot of information. Okay, Mark would not speak with us yesterday. An option that we have is for you to call what's what we call a controlled call. Where you call Mark and just have a normal conversation with him as his mom, and see if we can have him talk about what you guys talked about today. It's a recorded phone call. We can sit in here with you if you need our help, or we can listen from another room. It's just a way that we can hear from his own words through conversation with you about what happened. He doesn't know that you're here with law enforcement. You don't tell him any of that, or that you're at the sheriff's office, or that you're calling from law enforcement. It's just a mom calling her son and having a conversation, just like you would any other day. Is that something you'd like to try and see if we can get him to talk?
I don't think he will do that.
You don't think so?
He will. I think he knows already where I am. I think he knows that I didn't go to the store and come right back.
Okay.
And that, like, he knows what he said to me this morning, and I left immediately after that.
Yeah.
So he already knows I'm here.
Telling you.
I think he already knows I'm here.
Okay.
You think he has the wherewithal to know that and not want to talk further about it?
I'm just being honest with you. He knows that I'm that person that I won't.
Do you think he knows that Kayla knows?
Probably because I loaded her up with me immediately.
Okay.
I don't know if we have another out, but I'm telling you, he knows that he knows I haven't come back there. He knows I'm here.
Okay.
Because the last time he got in trouble, I wrote a letter to the judge and told him to please put my son in jail because he's gonna die if you don't.
Yeah.
So he knows that I'm that person.
Right.
So he knows. I think that was his way telling me this morning because he can't say it.
Right.
And he knows I'm gonna come here.
Right.
I'm just telling you that, like, from my own perspective. And she is the one that said that to me a few minutes ago because I was out there really struggling. And she's like, Mom, he already knows you're here.
Okay.
So you think he really wants to tell us, but he's trying to use you to do that?
I don't know, but I know that he wouldn't have told me unless
He wanted you to tell.
I think he did because I'm telling you, he knows. You tell me that, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I
do
can't.
the right thing.
Yeah, no way, man.
Okay.
No.
You think if he did it once, he would do it again?
I'm scared
Okay.
because I know his mind's not right. It's not Mark. Something's wrong.
So to ask you to basically put a wire on and go in and have a conversation with him, is that something you would be comfortable doing?
I could do that, but I think the phone call is a big mistake because he already knows I'm here.
Okay. So you feel safer speaking to him in person, wired, than over the phone? Okay. Does he have any weapons in your
It's more
home?
personal.
Right.
There's a few tools in my house.
Have firearms or anything of that kind?
No, no, sir.
Wired up, Chrissy goes and talks to Mark. And now, just a few hours later, Mark will hear that conversation again, with the realization that his own mother has recorded his confession. Now, it's a matter of how much he will tell detectives now that his own words are right in front of him.
I'm going to play you something, okay?
No, you're not. Like I said.
Who's this talking?
What's that? Lady in
Yeah, oh, I'm going to keep playing it. Who's this talking?
I thought she was supposed to do the first half, which meant her sister and the little boy, and you were supposed to do the other two boys. What the fuck? And she made you believe that?
Yes. So how in my mind?
Who's this talking?
That sounds like my mom.
Your mom and who else?
Me.
Okay. The time to talk is now. Okay. The time to come clean and explain the why is now. Okay. Are you the guy that's got caught up in something? There's more. You need me to keep playing, or do you know where this is headed? Do I need to keep showing you pictures, evidence, testimony? Like I said, help me understand this.
You can't do that to me. That's why. You can't do that to me.
I'm sorry.
Now you're making me feel like...
I'm sorry, son.
No. Because then they would have been gone. I would have just taken them.
You don't think we can't spy on people?
Is that my mom?
You don't think we can't spy on people? That was you talking. So, Is her family, Sarah's family, doesn't like you? I mean, you talk about it like they don't like you, they're after you, they got a vendetta against you. Is that what this is about?
I don't know, man.
The cat's out of the bag, okay? The time to talk's now, okay? This isn't what has Sarah's family done to you? I mean, you talk about that. You talk about Sarah's family alienating you, putting stress on your family. Do you think are they turning you into DCF? Is that what this is about?
I guess.
Mark, why'd you do this?
I didn't do it.
You absolutely did it. All right, we're not going to sit here and keep telling stories and all that. We've got more than enough. All right, as far as you've talked about killing these boys. Okay, there was a plan. Sarah and were supposed to be taken out by Cynthia, and then you get pissed because she didn't hold up her end, but you killed the two boys.
Ooh. What?
Yeah.
See, this is. I didn't do that shit.
You absolutely did this.
I didn't.
We're past that. All right, I've got all kind of recording of you when we're spying on you, okay? And we got you talking about doing it and why you did it. So that's what I'm trying to understand this from you, okay?
Look at that shit, man. It's disgusting.
Well,
It's disgusting.
you're damn right it's disgusting, but you're the one that's caused it, so you have to help me understand this. You absolutely did.
There's another reason the detectives are nearly certain Mark is their man, and that reason is written all over his face.
The house.
Well, the injuries to your face, where they come from?
This is from a retouch, and this is from like picking or shaving. I believe shaving, razor burn, a razor.
Is it?
Can we see your hands,
Yes.
please?
That's clean the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Clean the jacuzzi.
I mean, we're gonna get photographs of you up and down, and your face and the fresh injuries to your face.
Yes, sir.
But
Do you have any other injuries to your body?
Mm-mm.
You didn't hit any research on your back or your chest or anything, your stomach, anywhere else?
No, sir.
it's not. That's not what it's from, and that's not. How are you going to explain your?
It is. Yeah. I mean, Cindy will tell you. I was in the garage with him, and I hit
Maybe Cindy's told us a lot that you killed her nephews. So what we're trying to figure out is why. Is it a plan that she's manipulated, or is it something that you did to protect your family? Okay, because there's nothing else past this. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to paint whatever picture that I want of you. All right, and from a guy that I've been sitting in here talking to for the last couple of hours, I don't think you're this monster that butchered these kids for no reason whatsoever. So
I'm not a monster.
and I don't think you are. And so why? We need to tell your daughter something down the line that Daddy tried to protect his family, or Daddy tried to do something. What kind of guy are we going to read about in the paper? Is she going to read about in the paper? What happened?
Mark seems to understand that the jig is up, and after he comes to grips with the recording and the mounting evidence against him, he drives headfirst into a story filled with conspiracy and paranoia. But it'll take time and a concentrated effort by the detectives to coax the truth out of him.
Cindy f***s my head, bro.
Cindy f***s with her head.
Bad.
What has Cindy done?
Dumb shit. She just f***s my head all the time, man.
Talk to me.
I'm trying.
So what has she done to f in your head, man?
I'm never cheated on that one, ever. I f***ed around with one girl when she was in jail, that's it. She was in jail.
What has she done to you in return?
All over me.
How did she talk you into this? Make us understand how that happened.
Were you high yesterday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah? What were you high on?
Yeah.
So talk to me. Tell me what triggered you.
I've been thinking that I was just psychological help.
Yeah. So
I went through a lot of kid.
okay. So walk me through what happened between you and Tatum and Robert.
I don't know. I honestly believe that they were. My daughter was being. That's what I believe. I don't know.
That they were your daughter?
Yeah.
Physically or?
Really.
Okay, so explain that
But
to
I
me.
don't know. I don't know. That's not, again, I've never seen that, but I honestly do. And I believe there was things going on between Cindy and them too.
Cindy
Maybe.
and who?
I don't know. The boys.
The boys. So it just sent you over the edge? So Robert, and you believe that Robert and Tatum were sexually your daughter? Or that they were having sex with Cindy?
Probably both.
Probably both. So that's why. That's why you did
I
this,
don't know
was
for
just
sure.
protecting Cindy and Caitlin? Pretty much. Is that what you said? So that's, you felt like they were sexually abusing your family and hurting your family. So that's why you hurt.
Pretty much.
So, just so that I understand some of this, kind of walk me through what happened that morning.
What do you mean?
Like, so, was he killed first?
What are you talking about? Like, I don't care to.
Well, was he killed first, or was Tatum killed first? It's too much. Just walk me through the morning of you. Do you want me to put this away? Will that make it easier for you to talk?
No, because you're playing it in your head, and that's the problem. That's what makes you sick.
Yeah.
That's why you feel like there's an elephant on your chest. The only way to get that off is to talk to us. The only way to feel better is to talk
I'm
to
trying,
us.
like right now, I want to. Just take.
As soon as you say it, I know. As soon as you say it, you will feel better like that. I promise you. So tell us, kind of walk us through it so we can understand.
Detectives have crystallized Mark's motive. All they need now is to hear him say the magic words. I did it.
Did she tell you to go? Did she tell you to go in there and kill the boys?
Yes.
Okay. What? And why? Did she specify why?
Yeah. I don't know.
What was she supposed to do?
I don't know.
Okay.
Did she directly tell you this, or was it her with your head to make you do that?
I don't know if it was her in my head or what.
Okay. Where-
She's so like mischievous. You can't. It's just. She's
Were you-
never direct. Not anything. It's not direct. It's always indirect.
Like innuendos?
Yeah.
Or manipulating.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of that.
They're good at that.
The thing is, Mark's story about Cindy is complete fantasy. There was no evidence that Cindy ever told Mark to do anything, and there was never any charges leveled against her. Either she's really the master manipulator Mark says she is, or, more than likely, he's cooking up stories in his head, like Walter White cooking up product for the Mexican cartel.
Did you go through the main door of the house? Did you go through the pool room door?
Yeah.
Was Robert laying down in the corner by the bookshelf? Yeah. Was he first? Mark, a little bit. Talk to him.
I'm trying, but
I know.
I can't even believe that.
Hey, look, I've been in here to talk to you, okay? Have I treated you bad?
No.
Or treated you poorly?
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah. You're a man, and you put your pants on the same way I do, and I'm treating you like a man. I don't think you're a monster, I don't think anything. But I think here's the point where we try to set right some of those wrongs, that have been done, okay? So, just, like I said, all we gotta do is kind of figure out exactly what happened so we can put them boys to rest. And then move forward, okay? You can't change the past, we can only move forward, okay? So with Robert's by the bookshelf, where was Tatum?
In the pool room.
In the pool room. So they were awake. Which one was first, Mark? Tatum. So you started in the pool room. You went in the pool room first. What was Robert doing? They were both sleeping. Okay. I'm not gonna make. All right, we can stop. I'm not gonna make you talk about it anymore.
After a 4-hour break, detectives get into details. And hours after learning his mother wore a wire, broken and hiding under a blanket, Mark mumbles the last of it all. He's admitted to everything.
So they were hit with a hammer first, though, and then you cut the throats second. Okay. And why did you do that? Just to make sure that they're dead. Yes. Okay. So,
I didn't.
So after Robert, or after Tim, you said that Robert slept through that. Was this not loud? I mean, when the first time you hit him, was it not loud? Did it not? I didn't wake Robert up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was roughly how many times did you hit him with a hammer?
As I said, I don't know. I started making
numbers
and I don't remember.
But was it more than once?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, you believe so. So was he? Do you know if he was crawling away and you were still hitting him?
Mark Wilson was charged with 2 counts of first-degree premeditated murder, both capital felonies. In October of 2022, his death penalty trial began. 3 days of testimony detailing the confession, the crime scene, and the letter he had written hours just before the killings. Jurors heard from his mother, from Cindy, and from the detectives who broke him. In 2023, Wilson was convicted on both counts and sentenced to death. He appealed, arguing his methamphetamine use should have lessened his sentence. In May of 2025, the Florida Supreme Court rejected that appeal outright, upholding both convictions and both death sentences. Do you think Mark got what he deserved? Let me know in the comments. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here.